Heat Nation, your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. The final Miami Heat Talk video for 2023. It's been one hell of a ride this year, you guys, and I can't be happier. Before we get started, don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I want to take a moment to thank all you guys. Yesterday, we hit that 2,500 subscriber mark, and we more than killed it. We're at almost 2,530 subscribers. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and you guys are helping me get there. Thank y'all so much. You have no idea how much that means to me. As happy as I am, though, last night for the Miami Heat, it wasn't as happy. The Heat lose to the Utah Jazz 109-117, and there was a lot about this game that was very disappointing. Not only do the Heat lose, but you also lose Jimmy Butler and Haywood Highsmith to injury. Jimmy Butler was out for 4 games, came back, got hurt again with that right foot. Haywood Highsmith's injury was much more scarier. Looked like a concussion. Dude was wobbly when he came back up. Both left for the game, didn't come back. Wish nothing but a speedy recovery for both guys, especially Haywood Highsmith. That was crazy scary. For those of you that saw the game, you know what I'm talking about. But about the game, Tyler and Bam Adebayo didn't disappoint. Tyler drops 25, Bam drops 28. Tyler doesn't really score in the fourth quarter. That's what really sucked. You look at this game, the Heat had a lot of opportunities to win. If Bam Adebayo hits those free throws in the fourth, if Tyler makes some of those shots that he took, if Jaime Jaquez Jr. has a better game, the Heat easily win this game. So I'm just going to chalk it up to a bad night at the office. I mentioned Jaime Jaquez because he gives you 35 minutes, only 9 points, 2 for 9 shooting. This type of stuff happens, you guys. It's bad games. Now, I wish it didn't happen last night because you got the Clippers, the Lakers, and Phoenix coming up. And this is all road games. So definitely want to grab that win, especially with Jimmy Butler injuring his foot. I don't think Jimmy's probably going to play for the rest of the West Coast trip. I honestly doubt it. And probably Haywood Highsmith either. We'll see what happens with that. But the Heat right now, we're sitting 19-13. We went down to the 5th seed with that loss last night. This is what we're going to be doing for 2024, you guys. Miami's going to be fighting for that 4th seed. Hopefully we can grab that 3rd. You got Boston, Milwaukee, and Philly right there with the top 3. So it's like I've said in the past, the Heat are the top 4 team of the Eastern Conference. It not only shows in the record, but you're seeing who's the best. You're seeing who the competition is. Yes, Orlando is great. Yes, New York just made an upgrade. So the Heat are going to have to compete with that. And speaking about New York, they made a trade. As some of you mentioned in my comments yesterday, but let's break it down a little bit. The New York Knicks and the Toronto Raptors have made a trade involving OG Anunoby. The New York Knicks get OG Anunoby, and another big piece they got was Precious Achiuwa. For you guys that remember, Precious Achiuwa was drafted to the Miami Heat back in 2020-21 season. They also send a guy by the name of Makachi Flynn. Not really too familiar with him. In return, Toronto gets back R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and multiple first-round draft picks from what I'm seeing. I'm showing it's a 2024 second-round draft pick. Damn. I believe Toronto got first-round picks. I don't know if those details are clear, but I'm seeing a second-round pick from what I'm looking at here. Might have been updated. If I see any difference, I'll let you guys know. But a few things about that trade. Good for R.J. Barrett. And when I say good for R.J. Barrett, for you that don't know this, he is from Canada, so he goes back home. Trades suck, especially when you make a home somewhere, but if you go somewhere that's a little beneficial for you, like a hometown, I guess that's good. But what does this do for New York? It makes them better, not offensively, but defensively, definitely, but I don't think it makes a huge difference for New York. It's going to put them still at a top 6, which I've always felt they've been. But they still have Julius Randle. Julius Randle is, we all know playoff Julius. He's not the best performer. You got Jalen Brunson. He's a beast. OJ Anunoby does help them greatly defensively, but I don't see them as a huge threat with that trade. But what does that do for the Miami Heat? Because I've mentioned videos in the past linking OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, Donovan Mitchell to Miami. The reason why this sparks my eyebrows a little bit, you guys, is because now that New York has made this trade, really not likely to make another one unless they're going to deal Julius Randle. But if you're going to deal Julius Randle for Donovan Mitchell, for example, I just don't think that works. So with New York kind of out of the running, if Donovan Mitchell does become available or Pascal Siakam becomes available, if you're the Miami Heat, do you strike? Now, I've talked about trades in the past, you guys, multiple times, and I'm saying it right now. I ain't trading Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo. I'm not trading Jaime Jaquez Jr. There's a lot of pieces I don't want to move, but I have been very open saying that for the right deal, why not put a package with Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, maybe 1 or 2 future first-round picks for the right player. Now, chances are you're not going to get a Donovan Mitchell or somebody better for a Kyle Lowry. If you're going to trade for Donovan Mitchell, most likely you're going to have to include Tyler Hero. We've talked about this in the past. I know your guys' opinion. Some people's for it, some people's not. It's pretty much a 50-50 split. But what I will say is that if Miami is able to leverage, let's say, a Toronto, if you're able to leverage sending Kyle Lowry back to Toronto, where he can ride off into the sunset, with a Caleb Martin, somebody that they can build on for the future, because Toronto's obviously rebuilding. I mean, maybe not, because you swap OG Anunoby for RJ Barrett. It may work for them. But if they're looking to deal Siakam, which has clearly been the rumored case that they are, and you're the Miami Heat, you're basically swapping out expiring contracts for another expiring contract. You can trade for Pascal Siakam this year, try to win a championship with him. If you win, then maybe talk about re-signing him. You're going to put yourself in the second apron, but for a championship team, it makes sense. Those are all options. But a lot of us have said, we love this Miami Heat roster as currently construed, myself included. I love this team how we are. Yeah, I know we lost to Utah yesterday, but those are growing pains. Jimmy and Highsmith went out. I'm telling y'all, if Jimmy played last night with the way the fourth quarter was going, we would have won. It just sucks. It is what it is. It was a bad night at the office. But I'm fully confident in this Miami Heat team moving forward. I don't think you have to make a trade. However, if you can get a sweetie of a deal, because you guys understand sometimes with trades, it's not usually about the best package. Sometimes it's about a disgruntled player wanting to get out and a team making a trade that best suits them. For Toronto, think about it. If you can get back Kyle Lowry, the guy that won you a championship while you're rebuilding, ride him off in the sunset, but get that $30 million contract off your books. Be able to get maybe 1 to 2 future first round picks. Because here's the thing, Siakam, if he leaves Toronto, they lose him for nothing. But if they trade him with Miami or even another team, they're going to get draft compensation. I don't think that would work because Miami would probably get outbid. But like I said, it's something to talk about in the comments. I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think this OG Anunoby trade to New York has any type of attachment with Miami? Do you think it boosts Miami's chance to get somebody different? I really don't care, honestly, but I just wanted to ask you guys. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Moving on. Another thing I wanted to talk about. It was reported yesterday by Shams and Woj that Goran Dragic, a.k.a. the Dragon, retired from the NBA after 15 seasons. I know a lot of us were talking about possibly bringing Goran Dragic back for the season. Especially when Drew Smith got hurt, it was like, why not bring back Gogi? Looks like Miami wasn't looking to go that avenue. I honestly thought eventually they would. With the injury to Drew Smith and with RJ Hampton not being the best, maybe it was bring Gogi back on a 10-game contract, see how it works, kind of like what Miami did with Mario Chalmers a couple years ago. I thought Miami was actually entertaining the idea, but no, couldn't get a spot, so he's looking to retire. We all know and love Goran Dragic. He came to the Miami Heat in the 2015 season, had some incredible seasons, and I will say this, and I will go to my grave saying this. If Goran Dragic was healthy in the 2020 NBA championship, the Miami Heat defeat the LA Lakers in the bubble. The Heat took that Lakers team to 6 games. Jimmy Butler won 2 of those. And both Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo were injured in game 1. With the run that Miami Heat team was having, nobody was stopping them. It's just unfortunately, the curse of LeBron strikes us again, like I've mentioned so many times, and injury plagues Miami. But Goran Dragic, on behalf of myself, on behalf of Miami Heat fans everywhere, we thank you, we salute you, because when times were tough in the Heat Nation, and y'all know what I'm talking about, when Wade left us after that 2016 season because Pat Riley lowballed Wade, there was the 2017 season, 2018 season, 2019 season, 3 seasons that the Miami Heat were basically brought into mediocrity, and Goran Dragic was one of the most consistent things in Miami Heat culture. He was an all-star in 2018, his only time being an all-star, and it was with the Miami Heat. Goran Dragic represented Heat culture. There was a lot of games where he would get his lip busted, he would get his tooth knocked out, and he wouldn't leave the game and act like a punk. He would stay in, he would bust his ass, and he would play. That's Miami Heat culture. He and Udonis Haslem molded that 2017 season from an 11-30 to a 30-11 season. So Goran Dragic, we love you, and we thank you as Heat fans everywhere. And before I sign out, you guys, I just want to take a moment to say thank each and every one of you. I started this channel with my brother in 2019. We started as ER Sports. Got a little momentum, but then eventually we stopped. You know, my brother and I, we were going on separate paths in our lives. You know, I became a father. I have 2 girls. My brother was purchasing new houses. You know, we separated on our own, but when it came to this channel, it kind of drifted off. I would do things here and there in the 2021 season, the 2022 season, but it wasn't really consistent. And I made a promise to myself last year that no matter what, I would keep posting, I would keep grinding, and I would keep working, because I knew that this could be something. And there were times where I didn't want to keep going. There were times where I was like, man, whatever, screw this. I'd rather do other stuff than post this, but I didn't. I kept going. And during the 2023 playoff run, started getting a little momentum, started getting more viewership, started getting more subscribers. You know, by the off season, in the 2023 playoffs, I was like, I went from 200 to 600 subscribers. And then big shout out to Damian Lillard, because man requested a trade. And he requested the Miami Heat, and I busted my ass posting videos for you guys almost every day, doing countless hours of research, watching videos, reading constant articles so I could give you guys all the latest updates. And you guys were the real MVPs, because it was you guys not only subscribing to the channel, not only liking the channel, but it was a lot of you guys motivating me. When a lot of people were trolling my comments and hating on my comments, there was a lot of you Heat fans, a lot of people that supported me since 2020, since 2021, that were telling me, keep your head up, E. Don't let the negativity bring you down. We love you. We support you. And it's because of y'all, and it's because of certain people out there that made me keep going and made me not want to quit. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart to every single person that subscribed to my channel, thank you. Because you have no idea how many times things were dark while doing this channel. I lost my baby sister Maggie. I lost animals that meant the world to me. A lot of personal things went down, and I would come here and pour my heart out, and y'all would give me some of the most positive messages in the world, give me love and support. And for the haters and the trolls that think that y'all upset me with some of these comments, it's actually the contrary. I love it. I love when people sprout negativity to me, because it makes me push harder. It makes me work more. It tells me, okay, you think I'm gonna fail? Watch this. There were so many people, I don't want to say so many people, but there were people. There was a lot of negativity after Damian Lillard went to Milwaukee. There were people on my channel saying that my channel would fail, that it's over for me, that I'm going to fail in YouTube. And those people were wrong, because look at us now. We had over 2,500 subscribers. We move into 3,000, and we are competing with some of the best Heat podcast channels out there. And it is because of y'all why I'm able to do this. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. I love y'all. Thank you for the support. And please, for the 62% that watch this channel that's not subscribed, let's start 2024 off with a banger. Click that subscribe button, click that like button. Don't forget to comment and let me know your thoughts. What do you think about everything I said today? Do you think that whole Knicks trade means anything for the Heat? Do you think a Donovan Mitchell or Pascal Siakam might work? Or do you think, like me, just keep this team as is, love what we have, and push to move forward? I love y'all. Thank you so much. Enjoy your happy New Year's. I hope you have a great time, you guys. Don't go too crazy, because I need you guys to continue to watch this channel. I love y'all. Thank you again. Until next time, your boy Ernest out. We got some big things for 2024, and that is enough said. Love you guys. Thank you.